The NBA Conference Finals features two teams with commanding 3-0 series leads. Both the Nuggets and Heat, they are one win away from the NBA Finals. So let's talk some NBA hoops with my guy. His name is David Shepard. He's the host and producer for Sirius XM NBA Radio, and he joins me now. Dave, how's it going?
Dexter, great to be with you, my friend. I did not see this coming. I did not see the Denver Nuggets going up 3-0 against the LA Lakers. And I certainly did not see the 8-seed Miami Heat going up 3-0 against the Boston Celtics. But, you know, let's be real about this for a second, Dexter Henry. I know you're not asking me this, but I'm just going to tell you in advance. The Boston Celtics, they quit in the fourth quarter in game 2 at home. And so we should not be surprised that they quit for the entirety of all game 3. What else is new? Jason Tatum, he's just a little bit too cool to be a true NBA alpha, in my humble opinion. Okay. You didn't ask me that question, but I figured I'd just get that off my chest, by the way.
Oh, okay. I see you. You came out swinging. You came out for the Celtics and the fans right now. You came out swinging. But let's start with the Heat Celtics, because, Dave, last night we saw the Heat. They beat the brakes off the Celtics. What was more shocking in your eyes? How dominant Miami looked, or, as you just mentioned, the lack of fight from the Celtics? What was more shocking?
Yeah, so the shocking thing to me was that the Boston Celtics defense completely collapsed. Now, you mentioned beating the brakes off of the Boston Celtics, obviously in favor of the Miami Heat. And we're talking about a Heat team that just completely took the 3-point away from the Boston Celtics. Look, the Celtics MO, what made them so special the last couple of years, and obviously getting to an NBA Finals last year and then being able to overcome a 3-2 deficit against the Philadelphia 76ers, is their calling card is defense. Well, that defense was nowhere to be found. And you're talking about a team that gave up 55% shooting to the Miami Heat from 3. And Grant Williams can do all the jawing and all the head poking and all the smack talk he wants to Jimmy Butler. But the reality is, when you give up 55% in 3-point shooting and your calling card coming into the NBA playoffs is you are a top 5 defensive team, you have the best net rating coming into the playoffs. They made Miami Heat look like the LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh team, where they were just letting it fly, and they were a mismatch from every single position. Look, Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, Max Strus, Duncan Robinson, Dexter Henry, you know where I'm going with this. All these guys are undrafted. Like, these are not superstars. These are not individuals that can dominate a series. But if you just took them on face value and you looked at their performance last night, it looked like they were all number 1 guys on a championship contending team. But what really struck me as really troubling for the Boston Celtics is they never made the immediate adjustment. Jimmy Butler decided to be a facilitator. He was penetrating, he was getting into the lane, and then he was finding everybody. Everybody was eating on Sunday. And Joe Mazzulla, again, too late to adjust. We know about the botched timeouts and not using them, but he did not have an ability to really rectify what the Heat were doing in the first quarter. They went on a 9-2 run. They were up early in the second quarter, up 15 into halftime. And then Dexter Henry, that's all she wrote. And so I am very surprised with the lack of defense on the part of the Boston Celtics, more so than the explosive offense of the Miami Heat, because they are a team playing with all the swag and confidence in the world, and I can't wait for the NBA Finals when we see Nuggets and Heat. I probably answered your next question, but let's just be real. Lakers aren't coming back, and certainly the Celtics are not either.
All right, so out here you got the Celtics cooked, you got the Lakers cooked here.
Yep.
So let's talk about the Nuggets and Lakers. On Monday night, I answered this question already. On Monday night, the Nuggets, they got a chance to sweep the Lakers and advance to their first ever NBA Finals. Does LA have any fight, we're asking for one game, left in them to extend this series, or is Denver going to be too much to handle on Monday night?
Okay, so Dexter Henry, I'm going to ask you a very quick question.
Okay.
Greatest player of this generation, and I remove Kobe from this conversation, by a mile, is who?
LeBron James.
Okay. I'm not going to doubt LeBron James in year 20.
All right.
I don't care that he's logged more minutes than everyone else, not named Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. This is an individual that plays with so much pride, and you know his legacy means everything to him. And so we talk about the sweep in 2007 in the NBA Finals, right? We talk about what happened in Dallas in 2011 when he completely froze and didn't know how to remember to put the ball in the hoop in the fourth quarter. We can talk about what happened in 2014 with the Spurs, where that was a gentleman's sweep, but it was the largest margin of victory for the history of an NBA Finals. LeBron James has too much damn pride to lose at home and lose 4 straight to a franchise that has never played in an NBA Finals. And outside of Nikola Jokic, they do not have a single all-star on that roster. Okay, apologies. DeAndre Jordan made an all-star team about 25 years ago. We know he's not even in the rotation at this point. And so if you are LeBron James and you do have a fellow superstar playing alongside you. You do have the ascension of Austin Reeves. You do have Rui Hachimura, who has been an incredible fit for this Lakers team. Maybe D'Angelo Russell will finally take what he does after games and when he's wide open making shots and convert that somehow into a game in the Western Conference Finals. But if you are LeBron James, I'm telling you, you do not want to have this on your resume where you get swept playing alongside another NBA superstar, and Anthony Davis, as inconsistent as he is, and having Austin Reeves, having Rui Hachimura. You can't have on your resume if you are LeBron in year 20, because he's still playing at a high level. This guy still dropped 30 points in Game 6 against the Golden State Warriors, and in a series with 6 Hall of Famers, he was the best player on the floor when it mattered most. And so he's going to go out swinging. Crypto.com Arena is going to have a reason to applaud, and it's not just because Jack Nicholson is finally showing up at Lakers games again.
All right, so you got the Lakers staying alive at least for another game. You're saying the Celtics are cooked. We'll see how it all plays out. Lakers and Nuggets tonight in L.A. We'll see if they can stay alive. That is David Shepard, always bringing the heat. No Miami connections there when it comes to talking about these things around the NBA. Dave, appreciate you as always. We will talk again soon.
Dexter Henry, always great to be on, my friend. Thank you so much for having me. And shout out to Carmelo Anthony on a wonderful 19-year NBA career as well.
Salute to Melo. Thank you, man.